Hello, my name is Michael Riley, and my channel, ABA Services, you're going to find all content regarding service and repair for appliance repairs and for customers and technicians. You'll also find parts for SubZero refrigerators and freezers that I actually sell. I sell all the parts for SubZero refrigerators and freezers. I also trying to dispel a lot of myths that have been going on for like decades that manufacturers have been putting out in the hopes to talk customers into selling new appliances. One example is a SubZero telling and other manufacturers telling technicians that you can't convert R12 to R134 system, which is absolutely not true. The car industry has been doing it for 30 years since R12 was banned. The appliance industry as well, for the technicians that didn't listen to all that garbage, we've been doing it for 30 years as well. Never one sludge issue. It's not true, so technicians out there need to get more informed. Stop listening to the manufacturers that just want to sell new appliances. They don't know what they're talking about. I manufacture refrigeration products for the SubZero refrigerators, evaporators to be specific. I redesigned the old, everybody's familiar with the evaporators and the refrigerators and several models that have leaks all the time. I redesigned those about 8 years ago and sell them worldwide. With the proper metals that they should have been made from in the first place, but weren't. So much less corrosive resistant, or much more corrosive resistant, less corrosion potential completely. So my channel will be about working with customers and getting them to understand the idea is that they're not aware of about whether it's worth it, whether it's not worth it. I'll be open to all customers, all technicians as well, to discuss from my 40 years experience running a service company, ABA Appliance in San Diego, and as well in being a trainer for over 30 years. I run a training school that I get students in from all over the world and train 2 to 3 week courses, and they go out and start doing successful appliance repair, even starting their own businesses, many of them, after the school. It's hands-on. It's not a classroom study. So classroom study is with 10, 15 people, it's just not effective in appliance repair. It's got to be hands-on, and what I do is one-on-one. You come in and I take you out on real service calls and walk you through every repair and how to get them apart, how to diagnose them properly, everything. You can find that on appliancerepairtechschool.com. The assistance for customers in doing their own repairs, and also technicians. I have it split up on that website. It's appliancerepairvirtualhotline.com. The repairs are done via Zoom. As everybody knows, the children are doing it with school now. Almost every industry is doing it because people can't go into work. It's very effective, and it's almost hands-on because you're right there with them via camera. So you walk them through the whole repair, and they finish it successfully. It's no more guessing what they're looking at with a phone in your hand, talking to them on the phone. You can actually see what they're doing and say, no, don't do that. That's the way you do it. And so it's very effective. The parts, SubZero Parts, all the parts that are available for SubZero refrigerators and freezers are available on my website. It's refrigerator part replacements.com. So it's refrigerator part, plural, on the replacements, but it's refrigerator part, no S on the end, replacements, plural, with an S on the end.com. Refrigerator part replacements.com. All SubZero parts are on there that are most operational. If you have parts that are not on the website and they're, I can still get them for you, provided they're available, and usually they are. It's been very difficult for customers and service companies to get technicians to get parts since SubZero pulled all their agreements and no longer sell wholesale. They're all in-house now, and they're just trying to make more money, I guess, for themselves. They don't care really about the customer, it doesn't appear. So hard to find parts, whatever, get a hold of me. Go to the website, refrigeratorpartreplacements.com. And if it's not on there, contact me. There's an email on there, and I will find it for you. If there's not the exact, then there's, typically speaking, manufacturers of the parts, which is not SubZero. SubZero does not manufacture their own parts, just like everybody doesn't. Sears doesn't manufacture, they just sell. So the part is, if there's a crossover to something that's equivalent to it, and it will work just as well, and it's the same quality, then I'll be able to find that for you as well, nationwide or worldwide, and get you going. So I do manufacture parts, so in some circumstances, if it's something that's a great need, then I will start to manufacture those parts as well. Bring that up to me, and we'll see how that goes, if there's a call for it. I basically wanted to start this channel because I had a heart attack this last June, and it's December right now, 2020, and heart surgery. So I got to back off the service end. So I'm going to focus more on customer service, supplying the parts, and the support end of. I'm still doing some service calls for repeat customers, but I want to start helping, and including the technicians. There's a lot of technicians out there that are afraid to ask questions, and in most part, when they do ask questions, some of the older guys are just like, you got to learn it just like I did. Well, I'm not that way. I don't think that's a fair thing to do to new technicians. I like to give them all the information, tips, tricks, all the things that makes them successful right off the bat, so that they don't struggle like a lot of us did and learn it our own way, or the hard way. So if you have any kind of SubZero or appliance repair, any brand need, I can help you. I work on all of them. I'm full line, and technicians know what that means. That means also that you don't just work on the appliances, washer, dryer, whatever. You also do sealed systems. And for the customer end, sealed system means that's the system that does the cooling, compressor, evaporator, condenser. That's what they call it, the sealed system, because the Freon's sealed inside there, and so it's thus sealed system. I work. That's what makes you either full line or not. You work on everything, and you do all sealed system as well. So I've been doing that for almost 40 years. Well, it's about 40 years now. 1980, and here's 2020. I am also a graduated I went to Arizona State University, and my degree was electrical engineering. Let me say it that way. That's why I'm able to manufacture the evaporators, because I do have that thermodynamics and all that schooling, and as well working with the electronic appliances. The electrical engineering is a good source of helping with doing that. I want to make sure that you can succeed. If you have questions about running an appliance repair business, feel free to ask me. I like to share the information that I have, my years of experience, and the pitfalls and things to stay away from, brands that are not as good as other brands, all that information from the inside that can be helpful to the technicians. Look go back to my channel periodically. I'm going to be putting videos on constantly of new content. Right now I'm working on, I'm also manufacturing, I have fin evaporators for the SubZeros that are manufactured overseas, but I'm doing non-fin evaporators, single tube evaporators, and I manufacture those right here at home. It's a process that I'm going to be putting up here pretty soon to show that how it's done. And my theory has always been that, and thought has always been that if somebody else can do it, I can do it. That's just the way I've always thought. Nobody can do. Nobody, you know, if you learn something, you can do what they do too. I feel that way about a doctor. You know, they go to school. If I went to school, read the books, did the labs, everything else, I could be a doctor too. I've always had that mind frame and mindset. So there's nothing beyond learning and being able to do. And that's where I try to be helpful to technicians and customers to understand where we're coming from. One of the problems with SubZeros right now, and it has been for many years, is that since 1990s, R12 was banned. And another section I putting up on the channel is videos is about converting from R12 to 134A. There was a thought that it would sludge. I mentioned that earlier, and it doesn't sludge. We've been doing it for 30 years. So I'm going to have videos on there showing the procedure of doing it properly. I get technicians still today that the customer will order the. I have a restoration kit that includes a compressor, evaporator, heat exchanger, and dryer to restore the refrigerator SubZero back to new, sealed system. And we'll get back to that in a minute, but I'm going to have videos on that as well on the restoration kits. But the conversion, I get technicians saying, you know, that you can't do that. And so I want to inform the customers, most of all, that when they're told the wrong things, they know that it's wrong, what they're being told. I think there's a light line through the video here. I apologize about that, but I'm not going to do it over. The customer needs to be informed more so that they know when a technician says something that's not accurate, or if a technician appears not to know what he's doing, they can identify it and they can move on to another technician that really knows what they're doing, so that there's less headaches and make sure that the end result is success in the repair. So if you're considerably overcharged, a lot of times that's because technician or overquoted, really high price. It's because he doesn't know what he's doing usually. He's guessing what the problem is, and he's going to charge you a bunch of money to try to figure it out on your dime. And that's not, so look out for that as well. If it sounds too high, it is too high. Your gut feeling, you just got to go with gut feeling. Always. And as well, they'll, and I don't mean to talk bad about technicians. There's just some of them. There's like every industry. There's a lot of good technicians out here, but there's some that make a bad name for the rest of us, and that's what I'm trying to inform you about as a customer, if you're a customer. So look forward to all the different videos in my channel. Check them out. There's going to be the restoration kits as well, and then videos on refrigerator-part-replacements.com, where I actually sell the parts. The virtual hotline, where I can help the customer or the technician. And then there's also going to be processes of brazing done properly. Most of these technicians now are using oxyacetylene, which is too hot. It's 3,000 degrees. It's a cutting torch. And on heating and air conditioning, HVAC, the lines are so big you have to use oxyacetylene, but not on domestic refrigerators. The lines are too small. You're going to melt the lines. So acetylene is a proper gas. I'm going to be doing some videos on that as well. And then also some repairing of aluminum welds. All the techs know what I'm talking about. When they get to aluminum that's got a hole in it, or a weld between the aluminum and the copper, they can't fix it. Well, yes, you can. And I've got a product that I'm going to pass on to you that's an amazing product. It works at 350 degrees. It's 20,000 psi strength. It only takes seconds to fix the aluminum joint, and you're back in business. Instead of pulling the whole thing out and starting all over, ordering another evaporator or whatever. Okay? So, once again, my name is Mike O'Reilly. I'm in San Diego, California, and my channel is ABA Services. My appliance repair is abaappliance.net in San Diego, and I look forward to you watching my videos and helping you out the best I can, customers and technicians. Okay? All right, take care. Thank you. Well, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like the video if you have. Subscribing will keep our content coming to you, and we're going to be uploading new content constantly, tips, tricks, proper service techniques for the customer, and to be aware of what techs are doing, that they're telling them the right information, as well as for technicians that that you're on the right track and not doing things you're learning the wrong way. If we can share some proper techniques with you to make things easier, that's what we're here for. So please do subscribe and like the video, and try to watch them all the way through, because I tend to talk quite a bit, but all of it's very relevant to what you're doing, and can be very helpful to here's some of the content that I have even towards the middle or the end, because I'll change up the content even during one video that is meant for something else. I'll add something else in from another area of something that you may need to know. So look forward to providing you with a lot of content. Please remember that I don't have time to read the comments, so if you have a question, go ahead and go to one of my websites and email me, and I'll respond to you quickly and give you whatever answers that you need, and clear things up for you. As well, technical advice and technical assistance is what I'm all about. Supplying with all the SubZero parts for refrigerators and freezers that you can't seem to get elsewhere, I can get for you, as well as the restoration kits that I'm trying to push right now to get these customers taken care of, so that they don't have to buy a whole new unit. Okay? All right, so please subscribe and like, and we look forward to talking to you and sharing with you in future uploads. Okay? Thank you. All right, bye-bye.